Jay, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Jay-Leanne Fenton. I just joined Mansfield at the beginning of this season after being invited to the trial, and I'm a nursery nurse teacher up from farm in Lincoln.
You had a successful year last year with the old club, winning the league and the cup double. Surely it must have been hard to leave to come to Mansfield?
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, like, the club that I was at for about, I say, 7 to 8 years. So, like, to finish on that kind of season, to win the league and the cup, it was definitely a high. But when I get an opportunity like coming to Mansfield, the trial, it's just too hard to say no, to be honest.
Have you settled in alright since you moved?
Oh yeah, definitely. The girls that have been here before and the girls that have joined from this summer have just been fantastic. And I think we've all gelled quite well as a big squad rather than like the two separate kind of teams.
You signed as a midfielder originally, but you also trialled as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's right.
You've been playing more as a keeper recently. Do you have a preference?
Well, I've always preferred to play midfield, to be honest. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be a midfielder. That was like purely because of like growing up. Used to play with my uncle, and he was a centre midfielder, so I kind of wanted to follow in his footsteps. And then at like younger ages, teams that I played for needed a goalkeeper, so I was like, I'll volunteer, see what it's like. And then ever since that, I've kind of like, you know, if there's ever been a goalkeeper, like, I'll do it kind of thing. So I don't mind both, but you know, I'd rather have a settled position now here than like in between the two.
You played the last couple of games for the first team. How have you found that experience?
Yeah, well, Sachs has been like really encouraging about it. I mean, the Grimsby game, he said to me that I was playing, because obviously Em was away at the time, and you know, they weren't like one of the teams to worry about in our league, so it's quite a nice game to go into to play in the first team. But then like the Long Eaton game was a little bit of a shock because I was originally in a development squad for the weekend just gone, so you know, I was kind of prepared for that. And then on Friday night it changed for me to be in the first team to play Long Eaton. So you know, I messaged Sachs to say about it, to say, you know, it's like a big game and everything, and he was really encouraging about it and helped. So I think that's helped me a lot. I mean, the girls in the first team as well have helped me settle in, and you know, they've been encouraging and things like that. So it's definitely been helpful.
Do you think you're going to push on now and try and make that goalkeeping spot in the first team your own?
You know, I'd love to do that, but I mean, the first team keeper, she's a good keeper, so I mean, but training with Dan and with her, it's, you know, I'm only going to develop, and you know, even with the girls that are strikers at this club, training with them, you know, you're going to pick up stuff from making saves and training for them to take into matches. So I'm only going to develop as a goalkeeper, either for either development or first team.
What's your targets for this season? Because obviously you've had these two different positions,
so
you might have two different targets in mind.
Well, at the beginning of the season, when I like signed as the midfielder, it was kind of like to push on then as the midfielder, and obviously, like you said, now gone to play as goalkeeper, it's changed a little bit. So I think now it'd be to develop as a goalkeeper, you know, to like things that before that filling in as a goalkeeper you've not concentrated on maybe as much, to maybe pushing on that and get the development in them areas, I think.
Arnold at the weekend for both of the teams. So which one is it? Which one of the sides do you want to be in, and which position do you want to be in?
Well, I think at the minute it would be definitely goalkeeper, because I've been playing like from near enough the start of the season now. As in goal, it'd be to go back out midfield. I'd probably feel a bit lost, to be honest with you. But yeah, definitely to stay as the goalkeeper, because you know, I've kind of settled in that. And I'd like to carry on my run in the first team, you know, 2 games in a row for first team. I've learned a lot from both them games. I mean, the Grimsby game, to be honest, there wasn't that much to do with the defence, and then the Long Eaton game was definitely, I think, a learning curve for myself and for the squad as a whole. So I think maybe I'd like to have a run in the first team, but whatever happens, happens. I'm happy in both teams.
Do you feel like an adventurous goalkeeper, where, because obviously your midfield experience, you're a bit more comfortable on the ball?
Yeah, to be honest, Nick said to me before earlier on in the season, just, you know, if the ball comes back to you, just do, you know, as a goalkeeper, don't try and, you know, run off with it or anything like that. But yeah, I think I feel a lot more comfortable with the ball at my feet than probably some other goalkeepers do, because like that, you know, transition from midfield to goal is definitely one of the things that's helped me a lot. And Sachs says as well, because obviously the first team, you know, like to pass the ball and play out from the back. That's helped with going into the first team. We've been comfortable with the ball at my feet to, you know, play straight out to defenders or take that touch if needed.
Brilliant, that's fantastic, and good luck for the weekend, whichever team you're in.
Yeah, whichever team I'm in, thank you.
Cheers.